Hey everyone, it's Tomboy Gamer XL here with the final part of Let's Play Magical Diary. Last time we decided to embrace our inner trickster and decided to orchestrate a lovely little rose and wasp coup, of which we tried to get Kyo to confess to his crimes, or our accusations of his crimes. Unfortunately, it did not work out. But you know, that don't matter. We got this. We also got our first kiss from Donald. Yes, look at us. I swear, it's gonna be fun explaining to my grandkids or my kids the whole pop culture phenomenon of Yaz or that shit. It's kind of like how explaining the word rad to like 90s kids is explaining the word rad to millennials. It's like really hilarious. Well, millennials are 90s kids essentially, but whatever. Let's move on. Sleeping. Let us get through the week. We are going to make it. I've been going around taking orders for snack boxes. Should I get one for myself? Hell yeah. It might be nice to have a packed snack waiting for me next week. Besides, I want us to have a good dance too. God, I would not. I'm such a horrible person that I would not. Distraction causes the target to become temporarily confused, and sacrifice. Caster expends life energy in order to gain magical energy. Drain magic, steal a small amount of magical energy from a target. Prevents new spells from being cast in a square for a limited time. Yeah! I'm not getting enough magic, what the heck? There's a lot of mail to sort today. Not a surprise since it's the last full mail week delivery of the year. A lot of what's here is packages. I suspect a lot of people suddenly remembered a piece of clothing they desperately needed from home for the ball next week. I'll have to make several back and forth trips to carry all these things to the right doors. Finally, I deliver all the mail-in allowances and return to my room. What should I do? We're gonna study. We're such nerds. We have nothing better to do with our lives. Alright. Let's keep it going. Alright, let's see. So April kind of went through a flash. I feel like, depending on the past and what you all do, because this is the first time I played Magical Diary. Everything I've gone through, it's been really fun. This is a great game. I like it. Okay, this is it. The end of the school year. 2 more days of classes, then final exams, then the ball, and then we go home. Hey! Oh my god. So let's improve red magic and let's do green. Our highest ones at the moment. And let's go! Oh, come on. The exam snack packs have arrived just in time. That makes studying a little bit easier. I swear, if there was an exam snack pack, it would have Pocky, Cheetos, ginger ale. It would be the fattest thing I've ever seen in my life. And some gummy bears. I need all the sugar I freaking can muster. On Tuesday morning, someone knocks on our door. Good morning. Here are your exam schedules for the day. She hands us a piece of paper. Wait, there's a mistake. We're all scheduled for the same time. Didn't you know? The final is a group exam. Does that mean if one of us fails, we all fail? Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. Get that green magic. Get that green magic. Hey, we ended on a great note. Let's do this. After the class period, we arrive for our exams as instructed. All 3 of us. Hello, my spirited fillies. Today's exam works a little bit differently than usual. You're all going into the dungeon together. Your task is to find the crystal orb and use your energy to light it up before time runs out. Oh god, you know, I sometimes break into hives when there's like the mission that's like before time runs out. Because in RPGs, it's not always going to be timed, but I'm breaking out into hives. I'm like, oh god, there's going to be a clock and I'm not going to be ready for my life. Oh god. Okay, let's do this. It will not be easy to find, and you will face many dangers, so you need to work together to conquer this challenge. Good luck! She claps her hands and the world starts to spin. Let's go ahead and save 1. TGXL. Let's see. Final. Yeah! For a moment after the teleport, I'm not sure what's happened. All around is complete darkness. Am I in a dungeon? Am I lost somewhere in a void? I'm standing on something. Then Ellen casts a light spell, and our surroundings become dimly lit, visible. We are in a vast, dark space, empty and silent, far from any walls or landmarks. Put the light out, it might attract monsters. But we can't see. If we all huddle around it, the light won't get far. We crouch closer. Okay, now what? We wait for a moment, but this time no booming voice speaks in overhead. Apparently Professor Potsdam's instructions are all we get. The rest is up to us. Before we get started, there's something I need to know. Annabelle, are you dating my brother? What? Well, are you? Why does she care so much? Like, really, why do you care? I just feel like this is a violation of my privacy. And I guess if you're I don't know what I would do in this situation, though. I'm not completely certain. Whatever, yes. Sort of, yeah. You and William? Not William, Donald. Oh, that is really weird. I kept telling him he should make up with you. I think you'd be good friends if you stopped fighting so much. Well, he has been slightly less of a dork than usual lately. So we're cool? No, you're both losers. Virginia, what? We better focus. Well, let's see which way we go. She casts a spell in the air around us. That's strange. That usually gives me a direction. I guess we'll have to look the hard way. The crystal has to be out there somewhere. This place is a huge... We have a time limit. We need to plan. I have an idea. They both stop and look at each other. We need to find the crystal. That's the goal. We need to find the boss monster. There's bound to be one. Oh boy. And if we don't handle the main threat, it could sneak up on us. Am I the only one who's like, just find the crystal? Let's just go. Ellen's right. If the crystal that matters, we could defeat dozens of monsters and still fail the exam if we don't reach the goal in time. I don't know about dozens, but I'd like to try. Some other time. Sure, fine. So how do we do it? We don't know how big this place is, but it's obviously pretty big. And there's a time limit, so I think the trick here is going to be figuring out how to search most efficiently. Do you guys know far speech? No? Yeah, I do. Great! What we need to do is both connect to Virginia now. Well, we are all in the same place, then we can keep the connection going. That way we can split up and still keep in touch. Alright. I concentrate. Virginia suddenly laughs. You guys are making my brain tickle. How long will this last? I'm not sure, but if the connection drops, stop what you're doing and hold still. That way you still be able to... Oh crap, you'll still be in the known location we can reestablish. Anyway, we should move out. There are probably traps, so don't run, and use detection spells if you have them. If you see anything, crystals, monsters, anything, stay still and think it. Let's go. Actually, Ellen is good. She's smart. We split up, moving through the darkness. There's an awful lot of darkness out there. If I do use any detection spells, I'll have to cast them many times to do any good. Good question as to what I should do. I'm trying to think. Stay there, I'm thinking. I'm thinking, people. I'm thinking! I'm just kidding. I'm calm. So, I'm thinking... True Sight. I'm good at blue magic. I'm not sure how much good True Sight will do when I can barely see. Most of the time, spells appears to do precisely nothing. I do spot a nasty tangle of previously invisible knives, which could have done me some damage. According to Virginia... Ow, I hit my microphone, sorry. I'm occasionally walking in circles. Either I'm more confused than I realize, or some kind of trap is redirecting me despite my precautions. After a while, the mental connection between me and Virginia appears to fade, then finally snaps. Luckily, I'm able to cast the far speak spell again and carry on. We each creep around, comparing notes on what we're seeing, and at long last we strike pay dirt. There's a strong magical signature in one direction, which must be the crystal we're looking for. Unfortunately, there's also a group of monsters in the near vicinity. We can go around them, but if we get to the crystal, they'll probably notice us. Ellen insists that violence is not the answer, but there are too many of them to teleport them away. Someone will have to act as a lure and get them to leave the crystal alone. And naturally, since I'm the best runner, the job of bait falls to me. My job is to find the monsters, get them close enough for them to notice me, and then run like a rabbit. When I get far enough, Ellen will teleport me. Of course, that sounds a lot easier as a plan than when I actually have shadows snapping at my heels. I'm pretty fast, but so are they, and I might need to slow down so the teleport can grab me safely. One of them manages to slash me with its claws. Hurry up, Ellen! Finally, I feel the teleportation take hold. You okay? I'm fine. So this is it? It looks magical, alright. How do we make it work? I don't know. She said we should put our energy into it. Look, there's a little indentation around the edge. I think we put our hands here. Virginia steps closer and touches the rim of the pedestal. Energy sparks to life within the crystal. My turn now. Jesus, it took all my magic. I feel a strange rushing sensation as the power flows out of me into the crystal. Finally, Ellen approaches it. When she touches it, it throbs with light. Did we do it? The familiar sensation of teleportation washes over us. We find ourselves standing in the sunlight on the main quad. Congratulations, all of you! You have successfully completed your freshman year. That will be 5 merits for each of you. Now go and relax. You have a dance coming up to enjoy. We did it! We're done! That was actually pretty fun. That was one of the more fun dungeons. See, I do like Magical Diary's whole interactive feel, but I kind of, when you think visual novel, I kind of expected like a barrage of choices at different ones with different results. But I have to understand that this game was not made recently, and thus the whole thing of making a barrage of choices for a way the mission can end isn't as common as it would have been. Then again, Dragon Age Origins was crazy. Alright, there are no classes today or tomorrow. Everyone's relaxing, making plans for the dance, and getting their pictures taken for the yearbook. Funny, at my old school, picture day was near the beginning of the year, but here it's almost literally last minute. The whole thing has to be finished overnight. Well, you're magic, so you can do it in late. My voice is starting to waver, I don't know why. Okay, but that's the good thing, it's almost done. This is it, the last day. After the dance, my parents will come and take me home. Donald and I already have plans to meet up before the dance. I just need to fix my hair and dress. So I need to get ready. Alright, I got my party dress, put it on. Oh, it's kind of cute! Oh, and I can change the color? Oh, that's cute. My favorite color is blue, but I don't know whether I want to make it blue or if I want to make it like green. I kind of want to make it green because Annabelle's color is green, so there we go. We should do that. Can I put my amulet on? Nope, can't. You just have to put on the party dress. Okay, cool. Let's do this. We're all done. I wait in the darkness for my date to arrive. Hey, Annabelle! Prom date. Oh, we got an actual date. Hi! You look great. Thanks. He offers me his arm and I take it. Now, just to check, I don't have to call you my lord or anything, do I? No. Just walk with me and curtsy when I bow. Gotcha. The ceiling shimmers with translucent rainbow spheres like enormous soap bubbles that never burst. The walls are masked with climbing ivy, and the stage is surrounded with flowers. The girl standing on the stage, I think she's a senior in Snake Hall, wears a long white dress and a wreath of flowers and silver stars. No one is dancing yet. Instead, we all wait in a slow-moving line. Every guest at the dance, either alone or with dates, or dates in some cases. Dude, we could be polygamists in this game? Now I feel like I've wasted my life. Now I feel like I just want to start this whole game over and have all my bitches just all over me. I feel so upset. Okay, so we bow or curtsy to the Queen of the May. Then they stand aside and the next subject approaches. It means everyone has a moment in the spotlight to show off clothing and partners. Donald turns out to quite a dashing bow. I wonder if he's been practicing. We wait quietly with the rest of the students as the procession continues. The very last girl to walk up to the aisle is a junior that I don't know, whose hair is both blonde and pink at the same time. Instead of curtsying before the stage, she walks up the stairs and kneels before the queen, who places the crown of flowers on her head. Everyone applauds, and then the music begins. Donald takes my hand and leads me onto the floor. If anyone had told me at the beginning of the year that I'd be here, dancing with a pretty girl, and not a black sheep anymore, well, maybe a gray sheep. You think that's weird? Imagine trying to explain all this to me a year ago, who'd never seen a place like this. Or the me before I was 13, when I'd never seen magic. I hope it hasn't disappointed you. I don't think it has. The music changes to a faster number. Want to step it up a notch? You're on. We spin circles around the other couples on the floor. Donald even picks me up once for the effect. It's a wonderful night. Everything is sparkling, even the refreshments. You might call it magical? Dead. Oh, that's cute. Annabelle Freeman and Donald dancing. Oh, that's cute. And so, the school year came to an end. We were freshmen no longer. Over the summer, we would look back at our yearbooks and remember the friends we made. While thinking about the adventures still to come, there's a lot of magic out there waiting. Ooh, this is nice. We got our stats, merits. Our romance is Donald Danson. Our future career is an experimental musician. Voted most likely to sneak into the boys' bathroom. They're not wrong! They're not wrong! They're not wrong. Let's see. Thanks for being a wonderful fundraiser, Petunia Potsdam. Have a great summer. I'm stocking the pirate ship. Thanks for being a great roommate to my favorite loser. Have a great summer. Thank you all for all your help. I hope you have a wonderful summer. Awesome. Fun, right, kiddies? Oh my god, that was awesome. And we didn't get in trouble or expelled for acting like a bad person. Alright. This is my first playthrough that I'm actually finishing. I'm proud of myself. Anywho, so this has been a pretty good game. Magical Diary, a very good game. The graphics are pretty nice. Some of them are awkward at times, but overall they are nice and worth every bit. And worth every little thing. They're beautiful, they're expressional, they have the anime, but they also have a unique cartoonish style, and I love it. The graphics, definitely great. The gameplay is a simple visual novel. There's nothing really eccentric about it, but the amount of magic that you have is great. Great. However, with all the spells you learn in the game, there's too many of them that you never will use. So I honestly recommend Hanako Games, when they do the next Wolf Hall, they definitely sit down and spend a minute developing each skill to make sure that it can be utilized at least once in the game. A lot of the spells are only useful. A lot of the skills are too useful, and there are too many that you probably have skipped right over. And that's kind of sad. But maybe if I play again a couple more times, I might see some spells that I didn't think were useful, but actually were. So yeah. The romances, the story better yet. The story is very fun. It's got so much versatility. However, even though 5 romances aren't that many, I feel like I honestly have a friend who's doing Ellen's romance simultaneously with me, and she has told me that she's loved Ellen's romance, and that is so fun and versatile. And there's so many different directions you can take it before it actually, where it doesn't even end. It's great. So, yeah, the story, very nice, very fun, and very versatile, depending on your choices. However, a lot of the choices especially for the romances, do halt it. I have heard several of my friends, with Damien's, you have to be accepting of what he does. You have to allow him to be a prick to you, and forgive him with his reasoning, and just to move on. And for a lot of people, we all know, that's not it. So a lot of the romances have flags, in other words, so to speak, like Persona 3, where if you miss that flag or you reject that flag altogether, you're out of the romance. I'm actually researching something really quickly, and I found out that I could have ended Donald's romance by picking the options of when he was accused of burning down the Falcon Hall. I could have lost his romance by either saying I would cover for him, or if I was worried of believing that he did it and saying that he should confess for a lighter sentence. Essentially, if I hadn't picked that one option, I would have screwed up the entire romance. Nowadays, games don't really take that choice. They usually have a lot of different ways the romance can go, especially from games like BioWare games that do romance for a living. But it's still it's believable. In the grand scheme of things, romances can be ended that quickly, that easily. It's just the way things are. So yeah, the audio is the audio soundtrack, it's a bit repetitive, but you know, it's still very nice. It's a little repetitive at times, but it's very nice. The sound effects are pretty original. You expect games like indie games or computer games, sometimes you always feel like they're gonna go with the most stereotypical sounds. Like, you ever seen those games that always use Sailor Moon sound effects? Yeah, that kind of thing. But still, it has its own original sounds. It's definitely nice, and all the tunes are so equipped and so very soothing that they get you in, that it feels almost magical. Corny, I know. But it's still a great game. Overall, I give this game at least an 8. Or for an Otome game, I give it an 8 out of 10. Actually, no, you know what? 8.5. No, you know what am I saying? For an Otome visual novel, I give this a 9 out of 10. This game was great. There are some things that I wish that it explored, but just because you have potential doesn't mean you're bad. You have more unlocked potential doesn't mean you're bad. It just means you have unlocked potential. So anywho, thank you everyone. This was my first playthrough. I enjoyed this interactivity. How many people paid attention to it? I loved it. So leave a comment below. And actually, before I even sign up right now, so the next playthrough, I usually do 2 playthroughs at the same time and don't usually add on. I even demoted my Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 playthrough to a let's test instead of a let's play, because I didn't want to kind of, you know, keep playing that while I still had so many let's plays still open in the air. So this was really fun. This was so actually I'm going to put up a poll eventually. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon, within the next week, there will be a poll for you to vote for the next game that I'll play. I have about 3 or 4 of them planned that are just sitting on my shelves, and I'll definitely be putting them up for you to vote and see which one you want me to play the most. I do encourage you to play, because until I get at least 4 or 5 votes, I'm probably not going to start a new playthrough. Don't worry about Persona 4. I will be getting on that soon enough. I'm honestly postponing that a bit because the disc isn't working in my PS2. I believe it's because my PlayStation 2 is old and I need to get a PlayStation 3. If you know any good while I'm on this, if you know any good places to sell your PlayStation 3, please let me know, because I'd love to sell my PlayStation 3 to get a downgraded version so that I may play PlayStation 2 games on it. Once I can do that, I can guarantee you more output of PlayStation 2 games. There will be PlayStation 2 games up on the list for polls, but they'll get done regardless of whether I can get this thing going. But yeah, so we've rated the game on the experience. It was great. I sat down and discussed the future playthroughs. So yeah, I think that's it. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning into Tomboy Gamer XL. Thank you so much for watching this playthrough. This is Tomboy Gamer XL signing off. Bye everyone. See you in the next playthrough.